Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 26 with
Christy,
Dylan,
and Brian.
And this week we are reviewing the Hitcher movies.
original and the remake.
Yeah.
Original was 86, remake was 2007. Okay. I was about to say something else. Thank you, Brian. Yep. I'm gonna watch these or talk about these movies.
Yeah, so we watched the original first, of course, and then last night we watched the remake. The remake, I liked it better. A lot faster. I don't know. I think it made more sense in the second one. Like, they had a good idea in the first one, but they just didn't. Because, like, the couple, the guy and the girl weren't really together.
Right.
So,
Well, I guess they just learned from that one and made it a couple to make it appeal to the audience a little more.
Yeah, so you'd like them a little more, because the first one is like, you just walked into a diner and they just, I don't know, the girl felt bad for him, I think.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, I like the second one better. It was a little faster. The first one, they could have knocked about 30 minutes off of it, I think, or 20 minutes of it. And the second one, it was a little long, but I liked it a lot better. What do you think?
I thoroughly enjoy both movies. The original one is a slower paced movie, so I think I knew you weren't gonna like that. It's a little slower paced than the remake. I love all the actors in both movies. They're great. All the characters in both are, they're likable and stuff. And the story, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just that the remake is a little more action-packed. You got more gore and blood, way more. They show that a lot more.
Yeah.
And it's faster paced, but it's pretty much the same movie, same story.
Yeah, they almost have some of the exact same scenes in there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I think they did a good job, but they didn't go off and just change up the whole thing. The only thing they changed was that they made them a couple. That way, you'd kind of feel more sorry for them or like them more because they're a couple and they're in love, and then going through this. And the original one, it wasn't like that, so... But yeah, I enjoy both of them. They're fun movies. Action. Both of them are action-packed, except, like I said, the remake's a little more than the original. But yeah, they're great movies. I like both.
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah, the original, I know it was like a made-for-TV movie for, I think, HBO. Could be wrong on that. But Rucker Hauer is really good as... John Ryder, but I think Sean being with the remake upped the intensity of the character.
Yeah,
at first he seems like a normal guy, then you realize he's really crazy. And then it seemed like C. Thomas Howell was just kind of there,
right?
He just seemed like he was phoning it in. Which is weird, because you see his art performances, like The Outsiders and stuff, which was around the same time. And I don't know if he just wasn't comfortable with the role or...
It is different for
what
him.
It was. Yeah, and it definitely is a slow burn movie. It's a much slower pace. Even by the sequels standard, where C. Thomas Howell came back, and it was Jake Busey as the...
Right.
Hitcher. Even that was a faster pace. But yeah, I think the remake did it a better justice for the story. It was, cause we were watching it last night as well, and I was looking at him so this is what I call the CW era for horror.
Yeah.
Because if you were on the CW channel, you were casted in a horror movie.
Yeah.
Sophia Bush was really good in this one. But then you had Jessica Biel, who did Texas Chainsaw. You had Chad Michael Murray and Jared Padalecki that did House of Wax.
Right.
So it's definitely more it was made more for, I think, like the younger teens than fans of the original. But myself, I prefer the remake more.
As a younger teen yourself?
Yes, as a younger teen myself with gray hair and everything. But even like I didn't even know about the original when I saw the remake at the time. And then I went back and watched the original. I'm like, okay, I could see why it was updated.
For me, I'm older, but for me, the original was always on HBO a lot, so I watched it quite a bit. And then when they did do the remake, I was excited for it, and I was excited that I liked it, and that, you know, again, like, they didn't change much of the story, really. They just made it better.
Yeah, and then they also, like, switched, like, the genders, I guess. So, like, with the original, C. Thomas Howell was, like, is the main character, same with the sequel. Whereas with the remake, it focused more on Sophia Bush's character being the lead.
Right.
And towards the end, you could definitely tell by the death scenes that happen.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. People get ripped in half by trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the other thing they changed. It, you know, her being
in the original is Jennifer Jason Leigh that gets ripped in half. Whereas the remake, it's the boyfriend that gets ripped in half.
Spoiler.
Yeah, you know, it's 2007. If you haven't seen it by now.
But yes.
But what I do like is that with the remake, they actually show it.
Yeah. They didn't show it.
They didn't show it in the original.
Right.
You just hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, it ripped him right in half.
Yeah, it was a good gore, and it's a good soundtrack. 9 Inch Nails. Good cars too. The cars in this movie are really cool.
Yeah, they wrecked all the cars.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But they were really cool.
Did they just use 9 Inch Nails songs like in the soundtrack, or like did Trent Reznor do the score? Or?
No, it was just the soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they played closer.
Yeah, because it was pretty much everything that was popular at the time. Because All American Rejects is in it at the very beginning, and
yeah, they wrecked some cars in them.
Yeah, they do. They have some good car wrecks in that movie.
It's like, I don't know how you could wreck cars like that, but they did.
I think with the original, I think Rutger kind of carries the movie as far as him just being creepy and sadistic in the way he is, as to where the remake, like we're talking about the car wrecks and all the other things that they enhanced in the remake that they only show just a little bit in the original. You just kind of had to use your mind on what was going on, and then they, you know, because like the family in the car, they don't show that in the original. You just have to be like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah.
But in this one, they show you. So.
Yeah, it's a much amped up cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
That he does.
But they're both equally, both Rutger and Sean, though, they both do a really good job with the character, though. And I like they even, you know, they same name. They didn't change a name or anything like that either. Same name. So I just think it's a perfect example of the original and the remake being both good, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion. Dylan, what's your opinion, hon?
I'm busy. I'm really busy.
Yeah, testicle difficulties. But if you want to know anything about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, he's your guy.
Yeah, I tried. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it over the past couple weeks, and then so last night I was like, okay, I made time. I was gonna watch it, and so at least the original. I wanted to watch both of them, but I knew I wouldn't have gotten that done. So I was like, I'll watch the original since it was on HBO Max. And it didn't work. I have the screenshot to prove it. I took I took a picture of it. I was like, cannot play
Here's
title at this time.
today.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, have it metadata. the time code is there, but yeah. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch it, so I don't have much to say about them. But yeah, I put in the Blu-ray and watched Who Framed Roger Rabbit instead.
There you go.
It's always a good time. That movie's so good.
I remember when it came out. It was everybody loved that movie.
Yeah,
that's all anybody talked about.
That would be a cool one to see in theaters. It's done really well.
Mm-hmm. I think it was the first movie being done real well with the cartoon and movie together. I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
I think so. think that's why everybody
See,
loved the movie when it came out.
When I was a kid, it was Space Jam.
That's what I was about to say. Didn't Space Jam do it before Roger Rabbit? Or
No,
was
Roger Rabbit came out first.
Oh.
Yeah. Even before Cool World, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool World's another really good movie. I'm waiting for the Blu-ray release. It's supposed to come out this year finally. But yeah, Space Jam is awesome too. Anyone see the LeBron James Space Jam?
Yes.
Nope.
It was awful.
You did?
It was awful. And
LeBron
only
just
because of
cries
HBO
through the
Max.
whole thing, whines about.
What who the director hired, and
I hate him. Anyway. All right.
Well, maybe you can watch them later, and maybe next week or whatever, we can get Dylan's opinion on The Hitcher.
yeah, I won't go into detail, but I'm still gonna try to watch them, so then I can say if I liked it or not. Which, I'm assuming that I'll get something out of it. It seems like generally everybody likes him. Yeah, I don't know. I got like 2 minutes into the original, and it was weird too because it was like, for whatever reason, the version on HBO Max, like if this is your screen, like it was like punched in to be like that small, and so like I just changed the format to zoom in on it, which obviously messes up the resolution, but it's like better than it being that small. But it doesn't make that big of a difference. I've found if you do that, it usually is pretty good. But but it was already like a crappy feed. It was interesting. Like it just looked bad, and then I zoomed in, so it looked even worse. And then like 2 minutes in, it was like, I can't play this right now. And I was like, oh, okay, that's why it looks so bad. It's just a crappy connection.
Yeah, it was like a ripoff of like a letterbox VHS that they have on it, to where because it does expand out, but it's like the full screen to where you have the bars on the sides, but then it's also widescreen. So so it's like a little square that you're seeing for the credits, and then it expands out to like the full screen version, and even I found it very annoying.
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean expands out?
So like it's not like a square the whole time. It like expands out after the credit sequence.
Oh yeah, but it's still like a letterbox. It's still small on the screen. It doesn't get bigger.
It just goes to normal full screen.
Yeah, that's what ours
like
did,
it doesn't go to like the wide, like our typical widescreen nowadays. So you still have the bars on the sides, but it's like
I just punched in, which
widescreen.
made it like the 16:9, because again, it was like you said, it's letterbox, so it is the full screen ratio. It doesn't have the bars. They're just not there. There's nothing there. So the bars are on the top and bottom, and then there's nothing on the side. So you could call it bars, but it's letterboxed. And then so it's like a square, and then you punch into it, and then so it was like the perfect widescreen. I didn't have any bars anywhere.
Mine just like started out as a small square and then expanded into.
I think that's what ours did
square.
too.
Yeah.
Our screen changed or something.
Oh.
We didn't have to do anything though.
Maybe I didn't get far enough into
Yeah.
into the movie.
Well, you borrow the DVDs and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I'll take those ones home and watch them.
Have you watched Black Christmas yet?
The original one, but no, not the remake. It's still sitting on my
Still got that
shelf. Yeah, I brought like the 10 movies I was borrowing from Brian.
Watch Black Christmas
finally.
on Easter. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so next week we're watching, or this week, or to talk about next week, we're watching Leprechaun, right?
Yes.
And we're watching Leprechaun 1.
Just the original Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Right.
No space, no hood.
I mean, you can watch Leprechaun 3 where it's here in Vegas if you want to.
Yeah, now we've watched that one a couple of times just because we.
I love that one actually.
See, I would say I'll probably do the first 3 and then Leprechaun Returns.
Yeah, Returns is good.
Yeah, I'll try to watch at least one of them.
Well, at least do the original.
I'll at least watch the first one, but then
do space.
yeah.
Do space.
He's
my-
the only one to watch the
is
space
better.
one.
I
and
love
talk
the space
about
one.
it.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Guys, it's so cheesy. But yeah, no, I think it's fitting that with St. Patrick's Day being next week, they announced Mark Holden for Cult Classic next year.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah, that I seen.
like, finally get to meet Ozzy.
Yeah, I know. He's cool.
Dang, for Cult Classic next year.
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
already
The whole
announcing it.
year.
Yeah, they're
PB.
on it.
Yep.
Very cool. But yeah, my plan is to watch like the first 3 Leprechaun movies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do that, but then I also have 2 Hitcher movies to watch, and like a lot of work to do.
I'm going to be playing them here in the store nonstop for like the next week.
All right, well there's that. Can at least get the vibe. Yeah, man. I go home and I'm working till like 2 in the morning, and then weekends I'm like 14 hours straight. I'm tired after that.
He has a million moon masks.
I'm caught up right now, but then I just got a couple more orders for the Tiwa mask, so it's good. I've been really busy, but
good.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time to watch movies lately, which sucks.
I do like Christy. She always turns a movie on and then does whatever she's going to do.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
She'll come in and out and in and out. I can't do it either. I like have to sit down. I watch it from the beginning to the end. But since she's seen it 7,000 times, she'll go, "Hey, I'm going to watch this movie," and then she just runs around the house doing all her stuff and while the movie plays.
Yeah, I can do that if it's a movie I've seen a lot. I'll put on in the background. But even then, I just get distracted. I just want to just watch the movie. And then
see, that's what happens to me. I go, fuck laundry. Or,
right.
Screw laundry. I'm not doing that. I'm not cleaning up anything. I'm just going to sit here and watch this. And then when I get done to that movie, I'm like, what should I watch now? I don't ever think, I should go do laundry.
I like doing stuff and listening in the background.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a new movie, see, that's my reasoning for not watching new movies so much. Because if it's a new movie, of course, I want to be able to sit down and focus and watch the movie. Mm-hmm. But I'm always doing stuff, so I always end up watching or listening to things that I've watched 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, commentaries are really good for that too. Like I that's usually what if I do put something on in the background, I'll turn the commentary track on.
Yeah, I've done that, like documentaries or whatever. Like Camp Crystal Lake Memories. That's a nice long documentary. I'll throw that in and do stuff around the house and listen to that.
I bet we watched that at the old store in Huntsville 20 times. Remember we used to just put it on because it was so long.
It would play from open to close.
Yeah. And so we didn't have cable.
Yeah, we did.
Did we?
Mm-hmm. An Amazon account.
That's right. Yeah, so we would just pick long movies that had minimal nudity in it and play that all day. And so I bet I've seen that documentary 20 times. But it's good. I mean, it took up most of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, how long is it? Like 4 or 5 hours?
It's long.
Yeah, about 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to watch it once.
The Elmshire one is the same
It's
way.
long.
It's really long.
But the Tom Petty 4-hour documentary I've seen like 10 times.
Oh.
Have you ever seen that?
No. Is that the one that's on Hulu?
I'm not sure where it's on now.
It was
on Netflix for like the longest time.
Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know what it's on now. It might still be on Netflix, but yeah, it's like a 4.5 hour documentary that Peter Bogdanovich made. It's really good. I like watch it all the time.
Oh, there you go. See?
But I just can't get around to the Crystal Lake one. It's just one time. I think I tried to watch it once, and like the audio was super weird for some reason. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. Or maybe I'm thinking, oh no, you know what? I'm thinking of the Kane Hodder documentary. That has like the worst audio mixing of all time. I can't hear what anyone's saying, and then the music will come on, and it's like, oh my god, and then, wake Grace up or something.
Just read the book.
Yeah. I mean, I watched that documentary, and I do want to read the book, but yeah, that was one of those things where I'll just constantly turn the volume up and down. It drives me crazy.
That's why I gotta do subtitles if it's at night.
Yeah, a documentary or something I can do subtitles, but if it's like a movie or a show, like I can't do subtitles because I just sit there and I just read them and I miss what's going on. I mean, if I'm forced to because it's like a foreign language, like I don't mind reading subtitles, but also usually if that's the case, the subtitles are better looking. Yeah. But if it's like closed caption, like auto-generated subtitles, they just look ugly and it just messes the screen up, and then also they're wrong half the time. Like, so I don't do subtitles. But
that's funny.
But you know, if it's a foreign language film, obviously they took a lot of, like, it's a part of the movie almost for the US. It is for the US release, so they have to kind of make it look a little better and pay more attention to it being correct. Then again, I don't know if it's correct because I don't speak
Korean. Say it could be completely wrong.
Yeah. Which that's always funny too. Actually, if you like a lot of anime movies and stuff, they'll have either the English translation or they'll have the closed caption English translation, so you can turn on like the English version of the movie and look and watch like the Japanese captions or whatever. I mean, like in English, but the captions for like the Japanese track, and it's so wrong. Like it's always like so wrong.
That's
like
fun.
yeah, it's pretty funny. But anyways, sorry I didn't watch the Hitcher.
No,
y'all.
you're fine. We just talked about 10 other movies though.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Has anyone here seen The Mighty Boosh? Anyone ever watched The Mighty Boosh?
No.
Oh, it's like this amazing show. It's so weird. It's like a UK show, and it's really wacky. But there's a character in there called the Hitcher, and he's hilarious.
Oh.
So I've seen that.
There you go.
Oh, that counts.
I think you'd like The Mighty Boosh. It's really weird,
Okay.
and like it gets creepy too, just because it's just so bonkers.
Mighty Boosh.
The Hitcher.
There you go.
All right.
Well,
what else?
Brian,
Oh,
why
yeah.
don't you show us what we've got over here?
Got show and tell.
Yeah, we actually just got these in yesterday. They are up, yes, on the site. Yeah, so we had technically 4 dolls come in. We have mine and Dylan's favorite right here, the Gill Man, which I love because he's holding a trick-or-treat bag.
Yeah.
Most of these guys are. I think these ones aren't
Yeah,
because they're specific characters, but like their general like animal doll characters.
So
will have them.
Look at
so
his little feet though.
yeah, the little
love
fins
the
on the
feet.
feet.
And like they strap on to like it's like he's like wearing it like
okay,
a
I didn't see that
costume, you
earlier.
know?
Oh, how cute.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah, so we have him, and then we have Gacy here. For those that are into serial killers, you know who you are.
Pogo the
Or
clown.
clowns or whatever. Yeah.
And then we have Art the Clown, which Art came as a standard edition and a bloody edition.
Do we have both or just?
Yep, we got both.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
He's got like blood around his mouth.
the mouth, the body.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's not a lot of blood.
Yeah, not a lot. I
But-
think there's even blood on the saw,
Mm-hmm.
if I remember. So yeah, these always sell really fast. So we got them in the store, we got them on the website, and then we also got in more of the wall liquors.
Oh yeah. Yeah, these are all from Pumpkin Pulp.
Yeah, they're all from Pumpkin Pulp. So.
These are all 3 of these are like new ones from them. Like we haven't had before, but they're new for them as well. And so we ordered these like a long time ago, but they're like made to order. Like I was looking on their site and stuff. Like if you order one from their website, it takes like 4 weeks until you get it, you know. So when you order like, you know, we didn't order a whole lot. We got 2 of each, but so it took a little bit of time till we got them. But again, they're all made to order. And they're handmade, so they're cool.
Yeah, they're really cool. Love those.
So if you want one now, we can ship it to you right now
Yeah.
instead of waiting 4 weeks. So
Yeah. And but yeah, this one's cool. Like I was showing how his feet go on, but he's got like, you know, he's got like hair and like it's like a mask, you know. So that's why like they come with these trick or treat things. Like there's like there's like a wolf and a rat and all that, and they're like little babies like in costume, you know. So yeah, they smell great.
yeah, they're extremely creepy.
Yeah, they're pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't order a whole lot again because it can take a while till we like get them. So we didn't order like restocks on all the stuff that we have because a lot of people ask us for like the cat and the rat a lot. And what's the other one?
The Frankenstein.
Yeah, the Frankenstein, and there's like there's some kind of like tiki like shrunken head doll looking one. I don't know what it's called, but anyways, those are like really popular. But we just ordered all the new ones from them, so hopefully we'll get some more too.
There's a lot of different ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, people come in a lot looking for serial killer stuff. So
Well, there you go.
I thought we'd have an option for them, anyways.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite thing to own, but people like it a lot.
Yeah.
It's really popular.
Yeah, it is.
So
What's next? We just went to Cult Classic.
Yeah, we went to Cult Classic. That was a lot of fun.
Did we talk about that much? 'Cause I don't think we did, actually.
No.
Because we talked about going to it, but we haven't talked about how it went when we were there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was cool.
So Brian and Dylan flew there because gas is $60 a gallon. So we flew them there, and Christy and I drove, in which the morning when we left out, we discovered that the interstate from Kingman, Arizona to, or was it Flagstaff, was completely shut down. So we had to drop down to Phoenix and get on Interstate 10 and then go across. So it took a while for us to get there. But, man, Texas is a long state.
Yeah.
So you wake up and start driving in Texas, you're going to go to bed in Texas.
Yeah.
So
we left around the same time, right? But then so when we landed in Vegas, which was also including like a layover
in Phoenix.
And so like when we got to Vegas, you're like, we're still in Texas.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Enjoy. I'm going home.
Yep.
We're going to get naps in.
Yeah.
But the convention was in Bastrop, which was near the gas station from Texas Chainsaw. So that was a lot of fun because we went and did that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really
Pictures and
cool.
stuff. It
Yeah,
was
that was
really cool.
Cool looking
Dylan
place.
got to look in the creepy
fun.
van.
Yeah.
Scary in there.
Yeah.
I got a little closer than I wanted to. I think. I was like, I mean, that was the coolest thing for me to see was the van, even though I guess it's not the screen used van, but it looks exactly like it. And so, I went to it and I was like, looked in the window and I was like, ugh, a little like, I'm walking away.
Was the wheelchair ramp in there?
No, I don't. Well, it was scary looking, so I didn't look for too long. But yeah, it was cool going in there. And then so we went in and we thought it was like a little more of a restaurant. It was more like a storefront, and then you could order the barbecue to go, or they had outdoor seating, but it was freezing cold
Yeah, it
and
was really
and
cold.
like sleeting or whatever all weekend. So, but it was cool because they catered the convention, so we still ate like the gas station barbecue every day, and
It was
their
so
brisket
good,
sandwich was
too.
really good.
The brisket nachos were awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, their food selection was 10 times better than any convention we've ever been to.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
and like reasonably priced too. Cause I mean, like the
Yeah.
beers were $4, the sodas were like $2 or $3 or something.
I also had a cheeseburger and it was really good.
Yeah,
It was
so
a great cheeseburger. So
by far the best con food. Because if you go to almost any other con, you get like
Hot dogs.
like a Sprite. It's gonna be $5.
Yeah.
And they were selling beer for $4, so it was cool. And Paul Bear Press, one of my favorite companies, they were there because they're out of Austin. They have a little store there, but we didn't get a chance to drive to Austin and check it out. But I always love seeing them. They have
had
really
some
cool
good
stuff.
vendors.
They had a lot of good vendors.
A lot of good vendors. Yeah, it was a great convention. It had tons of fun.
And
Guests were great.
And it was another one to where everyone kind of had like their own stuff. Like there wasn't a whole lot of
A whole lot of the
Crossover.
same.
Crossovers.
Yeah.
And also, kind of now we know a little bit better for next time. But it was cool because we liked the convention a lot, and it was like smaller. But people were more into like the obscure stuff. We didn't sell a lot of like Chucky's or like the really like popular like slashers or whatever. They were like we sold like the Ghoulies dolls and
the
Mary Shaw.
yeah, Mary Shaw and like just like more obscure like cool stuff. So that was cool. So next time we'll probably try to just bring more of that kind of stuff than a bunch of the big slashers, which we love all that obscure stuff
Right.
too. So
It's weird at each convention or each city, like the stuff people buy at each one, it's different.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's really weird, yeah.
Yeah. So
Observation of
I'm going to start taking notes on what conventions.
I know.
Yeah, but
What?
it's still, it could change.
oh
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just kind of a crapshoot on what you bring, but we usually bring enough stuff to cover something, or something that somebody likes. But yeah, we could.
Or something that pertains to
Yeah.
guests.
Yeah, guests and stuff. So I think if we did that next year, just focus a little more on the obscure, older movies, because I guess it would be an older crowd because the movies are old.
Yeah.
So if you're into Texas Chainsaw Massacre, especially the original one, it's 74. So
another cool thing that they did, most likely just because it was a pretty small convention in a small convention hall or whatever, convention center, was the panels that they did. They just broadcasted the audio over the speakers, which I thought was really cool.
Me too.
Yeah,
because it was basically like listening to a podcast, but with a live audience or whatever. So because we couldn't see it because we were on literally the opposite side, but there was a little stage in the same convention, just one convention hall. There was just one other room for photo ops. But it's pretty much just one spot that they kind of had sectioned off, and then on the other side they had a little stage that they were doing the panels. And so it was fun listening to The Joe Bob one was really cool to listen to because I didn't grow up with Joe Bob. I never even heard of him until the Shudder Last Drive-In show came. Like I never watched Monster Vision or anything like that. And so the few episodes of Last Drive-In I've always enjoyed and I liked and I thought he was cool. But then listening to him in the the panel, I was like, this guy seems like pretty smart and pretty cool. I'm probably going to become a fan now, I was already, but not I hadn't seen a whole lot of stuff. But now I'm going to go back into the archives and watch a bunch of stuff because I could just in that one panel, I was like, I have a new level of respect for him. So that was cool.
Yeah, he really knows.
Oh, he's smart.
He really knows his stuff.
Yeah,
and he gives a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's when they have the specials on TV we watch, I could completely do without the movie most of the time and just listen to him talk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I would love to see him do it live. I know he'll go to drive-ins to where they'll do a double feature and he'll do his thing live.
Oh, yeah.
So I was always curious on how they would do that. If he just talks while the movie is playing, so it's his own commentary, or if they stop the movie, or how they do it.
I'm not sure. Good question.
That'll be fun.
It's fun to watch, or it's fun to listen to him talk. Because he really knows his stuff, and then
and then he's funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and
he's very unapologetic about what he says.
Yeah.
Which is always great.
Yeah, he's good. I like listening to him. So, we've got, I think, Fear Fair is coming up here in Las Vegas, and we're trying to figure out I think we're going to do it as long as we don't have to pay to bring stuff in, because there's a disclaimer on their flyer that the union handles all the move in and out. So last time that translated into, I think it was $1.63 a pound to bring stuff in.
Yeah, and if you didn't want to pay it, just okay.
Yeah, so
you can't come in.
I asked them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's." They said something as long as you don't have wheels or something.
As long as the wheels aren't involved. And I was kind of like, how else are we gonna get it in? So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it won't be an issue. But because even for we usually get a pretty big booth, but even for a small booth like Lord Grimley, they said they paid like what, it was $2,000 or something.
It had to be something.
It was crazy.
Just to get their stuff in, and they just had a few things, a grid wall and some masks. It couldn't have been that heavy. So, that's you can't make any money if you're spending thousands of dollars just to move stuff inside. So hopefully that won't be an issue though.
Yeah, if it is, we're just going to turn around and drive off. But it's only a one-day thing. It starts at I think we can move in at 7 a.m. and then it's over at midnight, or somewhere, loadout is 10 to midnight or something like that. But
when is it? I don't remember. Ish.
I think it's the middle of the.
I can't remember.
Let me look. I think it's the middle of the month.
And then we have CJ Graham on the 19th. Now my dates jumbled up in my head.
We just put up a pre-order for signed machetes.
Oh, cool.
So it's like a special pre-order price. So it'll be more expensive once we actually have them in stock. So you kind of just reserve yours, and you save money that way.
Yeah,
Cool.
and we sold out last time.
Very fast.
Very fast. So if you want a machete, definitely go in there and pre-order it because it saves you $20 for one thing, and then you're guaranteed to have it when you get here. If you wait until you get here, you're probably not gonna get one.
Yeah, even if you live in town, like just order it and just select in-store pickup, so we'll have it here for you, so that
And we got the Chris Butler posters too. We have those. Those are $12 on the website. You can get those in the store and on the website to get him to sign too. What else we got?
We have our friends at Gray's Banana Pudding will be joining us for the event.
Yes.
So it'll be great to have them back here. And we are going to have a special, I guess, limited to that day pudding made just for the event.
Are we saying what it is or no?
I forgot the name. But it's pretty much, it's the basis of a s'more.
A s'more, yeah. You said it's like a s'mores pudding.
Yeah, it's like a chocolate marshmallow s'more pudding or something along those lines.
Oh my god, that's going to be so good.
But yeah, and then I'm assuming they'll have other flavors as well.
Yeah.
So.
And then we'll have Jeremy, I think, will be here too, our balloon guy.
We think. Yeah.
We think.
Okay.
We're going to confirm that today. Fear Fair is 14th of May. So I guess. Oh, I thought it was sooner than that. Well.
So I guess the next one
would be Frightmare.
Texas Frightmare.
In April, right?
Mm-hmm. The end of April, we got that coming up.
Yeah. I gotta get ordering some stuff. Our cases. We need our cases bad.
Yeah.
But that we only have a 10x10 booth there, so.
Oh, cool.
We're still the new guys. So
Yeah.
I guess we don't get a big booth there yet, so they don't trust us. Maybe.
It's just probably just not the space.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a small. Even for them having 2 rooms, it's still small.
Yeah, but it's packed.
Yeah.
The load-in wasn't bad there, though, was it?
Not too bad.
It wasn't terrible.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't close. We had to go through the kitchen and stuff.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, that's right.
Oh,
And it's like some pretty narrow hallways, and then like there's a lot of employees, like doing their job,
Right.
getting in our damn way, doing our
Yeah.
job. But yeah, so it wasn't the best one.
Yeah. I can't remember if we.
Yeah, because remember we had to pull the van up because their loading dock is designed for like a giant semi truck,
Right.
obviously. So we had to pull it up and then like lift everything up onto it. It actually was kind of a pain. But I think the reason why it wasn't that bad is because we only had the 10x10. You know? It was smaller, and then especially if we have the row cases, it'll be really easy because they had that long ramp. It's just it made more sense to literally just lift it up onto the thing and then go around and get it, and then go through a kitchen and down a hallway. And then it was carpet, so it was like even harder to push the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, because that grid wall's heavy as crap, and then so you're just like pushing on the carpet.
Oh yeah, load-in sucked it.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad, was it? I was like, it kind of sucked.
But it'll be fun though.
Yeah, the convention itself was awesome, and I love that it's where pretty much most everyone is staying. It's like in the hotel, which is like attached to the airport, so it's really easy.
And literally half the people we've seen at Cult Classic will be at Texas.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it's cool.
Yeah, it's a good show. It was a real good show.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, well, we got load-in to look forward to then.
Dylan, will you have your 8x10s by then?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Well,
I might bring some masks though.
Yeah,
I might bring like some
be
rehauled
cool.
masks or something. Like I think we put that like on the table and people can see it in person.
Yeah, there you
They might sell, but I think
that'd be fun.
usually we're sold out in the store. So then whenever we're getting ready to leave, like we don't have any to bring. But I'll try to plan for it this time and bring some.
I think people would like to see that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yep.
We'll see how they do.
Yeah. All we have to do.
Maybe Tom Savini will buy one.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. That would be awesome. Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, so we got that, and then we're going to Long Beach in the summer. And that's in July. Is it June or July?
July.
July.
Last weekend of July.
Yeah. So.
And
we may go to
the beach.
I was like, we have.
Just kidding. I hate the beach.
We have 3 in July.
Do
right?
I don't know.
Because we're doing Mad Monster in Phoenix, which is
Are
the
we
weekend.
doing
Well, yeah, we're trying to decide because
Are we
that's
not doing
when
it?
John is coming into town. So,
Oh yeah.
so we got to figure out the days on that.
And then what was the Houston Horror Fest? Did we decide on that one? That was the weekend before.
Yeah, we're going
Long
to try to
Beach.
figure out if we can drive from
Feasibly.
one place
He's
to-
got family coming in that
Yeah.
month, so now
just
we
one
gotta,
weekend.
Yeah, we gotta figure it all out.
But we'll figure it out. And then we just got to make sure that we can drive from Houston to Long Beach. And
have enough stock
Yeah.
too,
Have
because
enough
if we
stock.
go, if we're in Houston and we sell a bunch of shit, then we're gonna have to stop, which I guess
yeah, we're
can
going to
do.
stop
Just
here.
stop
anyway.
here and yeah.
We just load back up and then
But we literally would have a
a
day
day.
because we would leave Houston on Monday, and we would get back here
Tuesday night.
and then we'd have Wednesday and
Someone didn't lock the table before
Dante.
we started.
fucking Dante.
Dante.
Sorry.
Okay, so
We
so
have
we
a
would
spooky
get
table.
we'd have Wednesday and then
Thursday. And then
yeah we'd have to leave.
Oh no, we would have to leave Thursday because it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday for that one, right?
I think so. I think it's a 3-day
Okay,
thing.
so which one are we actually doing in
we're
July?
going to Long Beach
We're going
for
to Long
sure.
Beach.
Okay, so that's
the
the one
mid-
we're actually going to.
midsummer.
We know that we're going to so far.
And then
For
we're gonna
anybody gets confused and think
Probably go to Houston
Okay.
because they're just good guys. So we want to go there. Drew's going there,
Right.
and then
Yeah, I'd never done that one, so I'd like to do that
So-
one. And
Yeah,
I'd like to do Mad Monster, of course, too.
Yeah, and I'd like to do that too.
It's just, it's a lot in one
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drew told me that he's going to Simon Wasteland, which was my convention back in Cleveland. I'm
Yep.
like, oh my god, it's amazing. I miss seeing everyone there because it's been 3 years now since the last time they've done it. So, because of the pandemic,
Right.
ruins everything. And then being here now for a year, he's like, yeah, just fly out. I'm like, I can't afford that. And I have a job.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think that's it, really,
I think
right?
that is,
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
we can do Mad Monster. 'Cause I've heard about that convention like a lot, especially being pretty close, like being
Right.
from Vegas.
Mhm.
So like I hear about people going a lot.
Mhm.
And then everyone at Cult Classic was pushing us to do Houston.
Mhm. I've had a lot of people message me that want us to be a Mad Monster.
I was like, dude, I have a lot of people saying that they want us out east. I'm like,
Well, yeah,
that's a long drive.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we can. I mean, maybe we'll go to something, but
I don't know. Okay,
We had to like
everyone,
pick one
Yeah.
good one.
yeah,
and-
one good one.
everyone
'cause
wants
that's a drive.
us to come back to Flashback Weekend.
Yeah, and I love Flashback. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out, y'all.
Yeah.
We'll be somewhere.
Yeah.
Just follow us. We'll make posts.
Yep.
We'll make videos.
Yep.
Dylan will have 8x10s at that time.
Yep.
Nope. But yeah, if you do want to see everything too, like in the good, because there's been issues just with the Instagram not reaching everybody, so you just turn on push notifications.
Mm-hmm.
We don't post that often, and so I don't want to know you too much. But if you're interested in, because everyone's like, oh, I didn't know about that signing, and it's like we posted about it like 3 times. It's like, oh, I follow you, I didn't see it, and it's like, turn on
Yeah.
push notifications so you get told for sure whenever we post something.
But even that's not working all the time either.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah.
Instagram is really messing up everybody's stuff. It's
Mhm.
really bad right now. I've made several posts and talked about it on all the Instagrams, Nightmare Toys, and my personal, and it's not good what's
Yeah.
going on with Instagram. It's not good for small businesses, not good for anybody selling anything or wanting to show their art or whatever it is. I'm not sure what Instagram is doing, what Facebook is doing, but we're just not reaching people at all.
Mm-hmm.
At all.
Yeah, I started even, like, I hadn't used Facebook in like 10 years or something, but I went back and I've been using that lately. I don't even, as far as posts go and all that stuff, like, I don't know if it's better or worse, but I like it because of the groups. So you can you can become a member of like a bunch of all these different groups. So it's like I'll be a member of this Elusive Concepts mass companies group. So it's like anything only involving elusive concepts. So then you can, post what you have or what you just got or what you're looking for or whatever. Right. And like it's a good kind of marketplace for that kind of stuff. But for like businesses like us where it's like new product that we're selling, like I don't know, but it might be a good idea to, I don't know, make a Nightmare Toys group on Facebook. If there isn't one already, because I that's the only thing I use Facebook for is just the groups.
I don't know. I am very against Facebook and Facebook groups, but
yeah,
I'm very against it.
Fair enough.
I think a lot of groups are very toxic, and people get people get really crazy in groups.
Yeah,
from what I've seen, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I like about it, though, is you can just not be in that group.
Well, yeah, of course.
But I know if we make, like a Nightmare Toys group and all these, toxic people come to it, then, we can't control that. But from a user or whatever, it's like I don't have to see anything about this specific thing that's really toxic and annoying. I can only be in this, group or whatever. And so there's good things and bad things, I guess. Yeah. But I guess just with Instagram, shadow banning everything,
Yeah.
Because even my stuff, like it's a way smaller scale than Nightmare Toys or anything, but it's like almost seems like the same percentage of like people like interactions have been lost. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know. It's odd.
Yeah, it's going crazy on there. It's not good.
All right. That should do us for this week.
Yep. Next week we're going to talk about Leprechaun.
Which I've never seen.
Put your green on. All right. You guys got anything else?
No.
Nope.
All right. Well,
need more coffee.
That's going to take us home then. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.